Welcome back to Cultured Elegance. I'm your host, Faith. In this video, we will be going back in time to take a look at Millionaire's Row during the Gilded Age and what it looks like today. We will be exploring 7 original mansions, beginning with Senator William A. Clark's house, completed in 1911 in the Beaux Arts Chateauesque style by architects J. Monroe Hewlett, Washington Hull, and Austin W. Lord. The mansion was located at 962 Fifth Avenue and East 77th Street. The home was demolished in 1927 and replaced with a luxury apartment building, which still stands today. The building was designed by Warren and Wetmore, who were responsible for Grand Central Terminal. Some believe that it is Manhattan's premier residential building, even today. The Cornelius Vanderbilt II house was built in 1883 and took up an entire block front along the west side of Fifth Avenue from West 57th Street up to West 58th Street at Grand Army Plaza. The home was and still remains the largest private residence ever to be built in New York City. Designed by Richard Morris Hunt and George B. Post, they created a red brick and limestone chateau that towered 6 stories above ground. In 1926, the home was demolished to make way for the Bergdorf Goodman department store. The A.T. Stewart Mansion was the first in New York to step away from the trend of brownstone and branch out to using cream-colored stone, in particular marble. The home was completed in 1870 and designed by John Kellam. The home was done in the Second French Empire style and was located at the corner of 34th Street and Fifth Avenue. The home was torn down and replaced by a residential and commercial building. The George J. Gould Mansion was located at 857 Fifth Avenue on the northeast corner of 67th Street. The home stood on a footprint of 114 feet by 45 feet, designed in the Beaux Arts style by architect Horace Trumbauer. In 1951, the home was sold for $400,000, roughly $4.6 million in today's money. The home was bought by the Institution of International Education, but in 1962, they sold it to developers. Today, a modern apartment building stands in its place. The James B. Duke Mansion is one of the few remaining Gilded Age mansions in New York. Located at East 78th Street on the northeast corner of Fifth Avenue. It was designed by Horace Trumbauer, who took inspiration from Chateau La Boétie in France. Constructed between 1909 and 1912, the home features a limestone facade and a French classical style. In 1958, the family donated the building to the NYU Institute of Fine Arts, where it is still in its hands today. The William K. Vanderbilt House, also known as the Petit Chateau, was located at 660 Fifth Avenue in Midtown, Manhattan. They hired Richard Morris Hunt to create a French Renaissance-style chateau, which was completed in 1882. The home featured a variety of real Renaissance 16th century French objects and artifacts. Their salon was built in Paris and launched the craze of French interiors. The home was one of the first Chateauesque style mansions in New York City. It was sold in 1926 and demolished in 1927. It was replaced by a commercial building for the fashion retailers Hickson Incorporated. Today, the site currently houses offices. The Mary Mason Jones home was completed around 1869, being, like the A.T. Stewart house, one of the first in Manhattan to be made of white-colored stone. Located at 1 East 57th Street, it was here that Edith Wharton's great-aunt lived until she was 90 years old, inspiring the character of Mrs. Manson Mingott in the book The Age of Innocence. She built her home more than 20 blocks above the northern fringe of fashionable society. It was in 1867 that she sat down with architect Robert Mook as she laid out her vision for the Fifth Avenue block. She desired exuberant residential designs like those in Paris and in the French country palaces. After standing for over 40 years, one by one the beautiful marble residences on the block were torn down to make way for commercial properties. Mary Mason's was the last one standing, but in 1929 it was replaced by an office building. The Carnegie Mansion was completed in 1902. Located at 2 East 91st Street at 5th Avenue. The home was done in the Georgian Revival style by architects Babb, Cook, and Willard, standing at 3.5 stories tall and finished in brick and limestone. The mansion still stands today as a historic landmark and has become part of the Smithsonian Institution. The Morton F. Plant residence was located at 653 5th Avenue, on the southeast corner of 52nd Street. Built in 1905 by architect Robert W. Gibson, designed in the Neo-Renaissance style. The home covers 8,000 square feet with a frontage of 50 feet on 5th Avenue and 100 feet along 52nd Street. The home was sold to Cartier in the late 1910s and has been a city landmark since 1917. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Be sure to tell me your favorite mansion in the comments down below. I'll see you in the next video.